When that engine rattles, you never know what you'll find. I used to be a race car driver. We had different engines. But enough about me. Are you an adventure-seeking music fan? I hope so, because I'm the manager of this new band called the Doubles. Right, I'm also the bus driver. New band, old bus. We want you to join our adventure. You'll have a lot of fun, and along the way you'll learn some valuable information about drugs and how drugs affect your mind and body. Our first episode finds the band with their first big break at stardom, only to have their audition sabotaged by someone who doesn't want them to succeed. You can help the band solve the mystery and catch the guilty party. While you solve the mystery, you'll also learn about different types of drugs, including tobacco and alcohol. Plus, you'll learn the difference between illegal drugs and legally prescribed medication. Ready?
Hannah, be glad you don't have Mr. Stevens for science. You would not believe the homework assignment he gave us.
Okay, Izzy, I'm glad. Wow, that worked.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Oh, Anna.
Oops. I hate it when you do that, Anna.
Sorry, Izzy. I was actually only doing it to confuse your brother Otto, if that's any consolation. Look, I can't help it if you guys aren't identical twins like me and Hannah.
Thanks, but I'm quite satisfied in life not looking exactly like Otto.
Someone page me?
Don't you have to text it or something, Otto?
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm free all afternoon.
Gee, with that kind of luck, I better not buy a lottery ticket today. Hi, Otto.
You guys talking about the news?
What news?
Jake Clancy, our performance Saturday night. He's gonna be there.
Who's Jake Clancy?
Are you serious? Jake Clancy's only the biggest music promoter around. He can take a garage band and turn them into stars. He's gonna be at Club 17?
Not only is he gonna be at Club 17, he's gonna be there for a half hour just to listen to us. Gordon didn't tell you guys? Some manager. Did he tell you, Hannah?
Oh. Otto, if this is a prank, I will personally unscrew your kneecaps and attach them to your cheeks. Your other cheeks.
Hey, I was telling all the news.
You mean it's true, Gordon?
That's right, Anna. Jay Clancy wants to see the show. Well, says he wants to hear if there's anything there he likes.
Oh my gosh! Awesome! So, Izzy, what are you doing for your science report for Mr. Stevens?
Oh, I picked the effects of drugs on people. What'd you pick?
Well, I didn't pick a topic yet. I was too busy trying not to get picked as a partner. Duger wants to be my partner.
I thought everybody loved Duger.
Well, yeah, until he's your partner on a homework assignment. Have you ever tried working with him?
Well, I don't have a partner yet.
Cool. So, effects of drugs on people, eh? How far along are you?
Drugs cause changes in the brain and body.
What?
Drugs cause changes in the brain and body. I read it in a book, but that's all I've got so far.
Oh, I know drugs are chemicals and they affect the way you think and feel.
Drugs are chemicals that affect the way you think and feel. I think we're going to make pretty good partners.
Okay, you guys, let's make Saturday night count. Now, Jake Clancy's going to be there at the beginning of your set, half hour tops. So rehearse like Saturday's the most important concert you've ever given.
Anna, did you hear?
What?
Jake Clancy's canceled our audition.
What?
Something wrong with our demo tape. Bothered him a lot, apparently.
Izzy, we don't have a demo tape. Hannah! I just heard Jake Clancy canceled our audition. We don't have a demo tape. What's he talking about? You're right. I checked with Otto to make sure. We never made a demo tape. Someone's trying to sabotage our band.
That's a bunch of baloney.
No, actually, it's chicken. My mom just made it for me this morning.
Go away, Duger!
Who would do this to us? Otto thinks he knows. Oh, great. Sorry if I don't share your enthusiasm. He might be right, Anna.
So come on, Hannah. Who does Otto think is trying to sabotage us?
He thinks it's the guys from Twindemonium.
The punk rock band? They did this to us?
Whoa, he's checking into it already. He's eating lunch with them right now.
My brother is with the enemy.
Maybe he'll join him. You're supposed to meet him 10 minutes before luncheons in front of Principal Harris's office. You won't need directions there.
Hey guys, this is Bob from Twindemonium, their drummer.
Babes, dig the drummer, dude.
I'm a drummer, Bob.
Whoa, radical.
No, radical would be your earring. Me being a drummer is perfectly natural.
Bob and the other members of his band that are conscious were just about to make us an offer.
Oh, you mean in exchange for ruining our audition with Jake Clancy?
Whoa, I heard about that. Sorry the czar of rock and roll went 6 feet under on you guys. I don't think Bob or Twindemonium had anything to do with our catastrophe. In fact, they just wanted to know if we would make a CD with them with other local talent.
I guess they wouldn't have tried to sabotage our audition then. Wait a minute. I saw you guys perform once, and your lead singer kept forgetting the lyrics to his own songs.
Oh, don't worry about my twin brother, Bob Jr. He just does that when he takes too much of his medication. Legal meds, I think. You know, drugs can be both legal and illegal.
That's true. Drugs can be both legal or illegal. Sure they can, but even legal drugs can be abused.
Well, if a drug's legal, how can it be abused?
Easy. You have a headache, you take an aspirin. That's legal. You like caffeine in your soda? That's legal too. But once you start abusing the drug and taking too much of it, it can affect the way you feel and act. It can even make you sick.
You go, sister. Anyway, like the old man here was saying, we'd like to team up with you guys. And when you go and audition for Jake Clancy, you can put in a good word about our collaboration. What do you say?
Don't you get it? Someone ruined our audition. We're not getting one.
That's what I was trying to explain to you those 4 times at lunch. That what he was talking about, Oliver? Otto. And yes, that's what I was trying to explain to you each of those 4 times.
Tell you what, Bob. We'll consider your offer and get back to you. Thanks. But you better get your underwater fire prevention class. It's about to start.
Oh, right. Thanks. I'll think about your offer.
It was your offer, you think? Oh!
I don't know about you guys, but I have to get to class too. All right, but we have to figure this out as soon as possible. Okay, let's meet here after school.
Next to Principal Harris's office after school? No way.
Oh, I forgot about your fine disciplinary record. I'm sure some hall monitor calls if he sees you lurking by the principal's office more than twice in one day.
Oh, Kravitz, you're early. I don't want to see you in my office until after school.
But I didn't do anything, sir.
By then, I'm sure you will.
Come on, you guys, let's just meet at the bus.
All right.
See you later.
See ya.
Oh, are you the only one here so far?
Sorry, I'm not too happy about it either.
Oh. Yeah, well, someone will show up soon.
You know, there's this guy in my biology class, Norman Newberry, maybe you know him. Well, he's afraid of bugs and frogs and stuff, and he can't dissect anything. Well, some people make fun of him for it, me included. Well, I was just thinking about it today. I'm scared of stuff too, like snakes, maybe. Well, definitely snakes, but spiders too.
Oh, I hate spiders, especially big ones.
Yeah, like tarantulas. No thank you.
And rats. Don't forget about rats. They scare the bejeebers out of me. Well, whatever bejeebers are.
Lightning, that still scares me.
My parents.
Yeah.
My dad is especially scary.
Homework,
Calculus.
report cards.
College.
Principal Harris.
Going on stage.
That scares you? I thought that was only me and Hannah.
Well, I just get nervous sometimes, that's all.
Anna,
What?
why do you hate me so much?
I wouldn't say so much. It's kind of exaggerating it a little.
Well, you know what I mean.
Hey, you guys, Hannah's figured it out.
Figured out what? How would Hannah know what I think?
Huh? Figured out who's trying to sabotage our performing career.
Oh, right.
Well,
Tell him, Hannah.
Well, I'm not positive, but it all adds up. Adds up to what?
Your parents. Can you believe it?
Mom and Dad? No, our other parents. Don't you see it? They're always warning us about being in the band. They're so scared we're gonna succeed, they'll do whatever they need to do to stop us from succeeding. Maybe Dad, but Mom, no way.
so we just have him call Jake Clancy before tomorrow night and explain everything. That way he'll still be able to come to our audition.
Put some new batteries in your brain, Sherlock. There's no proof. It's called a theory, and I'm not so sure I believe it. Come on, Anna. You know how Mom and Dad always want us studying or playing sports instead of rehearsing. Even Mom. Admit it. Okay, I admit it. It makes sense. I just can't believe Mom would try to stop us.
Well, I just saw your dad pull up in the driveway.
They're both in there. What are we gonna do?
I say we just ask them, but I'm sure there's something stupid about this idea that I haven't thought of yet.
I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me. I mean, they can't lie to us. I agree with Otto. Let's just go ask them.
I'll wait out here.
You can't wait out here. That's not fair. I do all the dirty work around here. I'm older. By 1 minute.
Okay, you guys, this isn't helping. We don't have that much time. Let's just think about this. Maybe we should all four go in. That way we'll get more sympathy.
That's right. Dad never gets mad at us when we have friends around.
Then it's settled. We'll all four go in.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Obie.
Hey guys, what's a good word? Or should I say, good lyric. Whoa, why so serious? You guys got a gig coming up or something?
Why do you say that, Dad?
Well, let's see. You four are together. It's the weekend. You are a band. These are some pretty tough clues, but I'm trying to put them all together.
Oh, well, that's funny. We're trying to put together some clues, too. What's that, honey? Well, we don't think it was you, Mom. At least, I don't think so.
We were supposed to have an audition tomorrow night with a local talent scout named Jake Clancy, but somebody ruined it, and Hannah and Anna thought it was you guys.
You know, your mouth's always so awake. Why does your brain take so many naps?
Hey.
You thought we would try to stop you from performing at an audition?
Well, not you, Mom. It was Hannah's idea, actually. Well, Mom, you know how you and Dad are always so worried about our grades? You think the band's going to get in the way of our studying? You think we're always going to be partying and you...
Whoa, slow down there, Hannah. You're right, your mother and I do worry about you.
But we would never try to ruin your dreams.
If they are more like nightmares.
Dad?
Well, sorry. Your mother's right. We can only give you guys roots. You've got to grow up and spread your wings if you're going to fly.
That's called a mixed metaphor. Roots don't actually grow wings, dear.
But what your father's trying to say is that we want you to learn things for yourselves. We won't always be there to guide you.
Let's say that you're at a performance, and afterwards some fans come backstage and, I don't know, offer you guys some drugs or liquor. We're not going to be there to help you make a decision.
So is that why you don't want us to be in the band?
No. That's why I want to give you enough information to make good decisions. You're going to have to decide these things on your own.
Come on, Dad. We know all drugs are bad for you.
That's not true. People use drugs for many different reasons. Medicines a doctor prescribes when you have a cold or high blood pressure can be very good for you.
Izzy, are you taking notes? We might need that for our report.
What am I, the drummer and the secretary now?
As long as you guys are taking notes, you should know that even though some drugs are legal, they can still be abused. Well, for instance, alcohol is legal if you're over 21 years old, but if you abuse alcohol, it can cause a change in your behavior and cause serious health problems.
Aren't there lots of different kinds of alcohol, Mrs. Obie?
Well, that's true, Otto. There are many different types of alcoholic drinks. Beer, wine coolers, whiskey, but they all have the same effect on the body.
I get it. This peppermint stick doesn't look or taste the same as this mint. Both of them give me fresh breath. Likewise, different forms of alcohol have the same effect on the body.
You guys have to remember, people use drugs for many different reasons. Sometimes they're very good reasons, like when you take medicine a doctor prescribes when you're sick. That's good and it's legal. But sometimes people use drugs just for fun, or because their friends are doing it. Those are bad reasons, and it can lead to addiction.
What's addiction?
Sometimes when you start taking something, you want to keep on taking it, even when it causes problems in your life. That's addiction. And for instance, the nicotine in cigarettes, it's highly addictive. There are other drugs that are highly addictive too. Sometimes people need professional treatment to overcome their addictions.
So that's why Aunt Sam is always smoking, because she's addicted to the nicotine. And she's always coughing.
Well, that's just one of the many nasty side effects of smoking. That's why we want you guys to understand this stuff before you start. That way you'll know the consequences.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to play hockey if I smoked.
Plus, your clothes and your breath would smell like an ashtray. Don't overlook that. Besides, we have to have a lot of energy when we perform, and we have to stay focused. I know drugs can change how your mind and body function.
They could also ruin that beautiful voice of yours.
So is that why you don't want us to be in the band, Mom?
I'm not trying to talk you out of being in a band, Hannah. I think it's wonderful that you love music. We would never try to sabotage your dream.
I knew it couldn't be you, Mom. I was pretty sure it wasn't you either, Dad. Really?
Besides, I've never even heard of a Jake Clancy.
So if it isn't your parents, who could it be?
Back to the beginning. Hey, that's kind of catchy. Back to the beginning, let's start this whole thing over. Back to the beginning, let's get it right this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doubles!
Gordon, our audition was canceled.
I know that, kid. You know, back before the accident, when I was driving stock cars, we had a saying when everything seemed to be going wrong.
Yeah? What was that?
Oh, I don't remember. But that's not the point. We did something about it. That's the point. We put the pedal to the metal. Maybe that was the saying.
Well, what are we supposed to do about it, Gordon?
Personally, I think we should drive somewhere and discuss it over a chocolate shake.
Yeah, everything's better with chocolate shake in their belly.
Let's think about what we know. One of you sent a demo tape to Jake Clancy. Now, I suppose as manager, I'm supposed to do that, but I didn't get to that chapter of the manual yet.
But none of us sent him a demo tape. We didn't even make a demo.
Well, somebody sent a fake demo tape to Jake Clancy then and made it sound like you were plagiarizing music.
Plagiarizing music?
That means you copied someone else's music without their permission.
I know what plagiarizing means, but who would do that? What kind of music was it?
Well, Mr. Clancy said it sounded like a hit from the Backstreet Boys. Plus an extra drum solo tossed in. And he didn't think you sounded so good, is he?
Well, that's because it wasn't me.
Right. I'm starting to see the trend here.
Backstreet Boys? That's Buddy Starr's favorite band. He's always burning tracks of their music and overlaying it with his own drum solos.
Buddy Starr? Isn't that the guy that wanted to be our manager?
Yeah, and then Otto caught him sniffing spray paint instead of painting our buses.
Sniffing spray paint?
Yeah, Principal Harris said that sometimes people sniff household products like spray paint, hairspray, glue, or other chemicals. They don't look like drugs and are easy to get a hold of, but very dangerous. He called them...
Inhalants. They can change your mood and cause permanent changes in your brain. Plus, you could easily suffocate. Needless to say, Buddy Starr wasn't too pleased when we turned him in.
Wait a minute, isn't Buddy Starr always hanging out with the guys from Twindemonium? I bet he just wanted to be our manager so he could hurt us and help them.
I had lunch with Twindemonium today. They said they were going to be down at Drew's for some ice cream. Maybe we should go down there and find our little drummer boy, Buddy Starr.
That's a really good idea, Otto.
Thanks, Hannah.
Please.
Let's go.
I'll handle this guy. He's all mine.
You handle Buddy, I'll handle the ice cream.
Well, if it isn't the doubles.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Shouldn't you guys be rehearsing?
Rehearsing for what?
Oh, that's right. Your little chance at fame on Saturday night got yanked away from you. So sorry to hear that. You shouldn't play with other people's music. Plagiarism gets punished too, you know.
How'd you know about the audition, buddy?
The guys from Twindemonium told me.
Yeah, well, how'd you know about the plagiarism?
Same way, the guys from Twindemonium.
Gee, that's funny. We only just heard about the alleged plagiarism on the bus just now. I wonder how the guys from Twindemonium found out.
I don't know.
Buddy, the only way you could have known is if you did it. You sent Principal Harris that fake demo tape.
Principal Harris? No way. I sent the tape to Jake Clancy.
Gotcha.
Oh, God.
Worked like a charm. I have here Buddy Starr's signed confession that he sent Jake Clancy the fake demo tape of our band.
Nice work, Anna. Oh, sorry.
Well, let's call Jake Clancy now and tell him.
I'm already dialing.
Hannah, you were fantastic.
They loved you. You just sounded so Grammy nominee-ish.
Thanks, guys. That was so much fun tonight.
Oh my gosh, I hope Jake Clancy heard the entire set. That was our best performance ever.
Yo-ho! You all reminded me of roaring engines screaming past the checkered flag at the finish line.
Roaring engines don't exactly make good music, Gordon.
Yeah.
Good music to my ears, and apparently good music to Jake Clancy's ears, too.
Did he hear it all?
Heard the first two numbers. That's all he needed to hear. He's a busy man, you know.
Oh, well, what happens now, Gordon?
Yeah, do we get to make a CD or go on tour?
All in due time. First things first, though. Mr. Clancy would like you to cut a demo tape. A real one this time, not a doctored thing from one of your so-called friends.
He wasn't a friend, Gordon. Remember, he was working for the enemy.
Oh, whatever. What's important right now is that we get a dynamite demo done. We can convert it to a CD later that sells when we get performances. Get the word out on the street about the coming of the Doubles, or whatever the band name becomes. Publicity, kids, publicity. We are going to be the talk of the town. We are going to get the keys to the city from the mayor. We are going to the big city, the bright lights, the...
Gordon, it's just a demo tape right now. Can we slow things down a little? I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Sorry, swept up in the moment there. No harm. Mr. Clancy does have a couple of things that he'd like before he signs you up to be one of his recording artists. Minor adjustments, the name of the band, no, a little paperwork, no big deal.
The band's name? What about the band name?
We love our name. Everyone loves our name.
Well, Mr. Clancy thinks that animals are going to be big, so he'd like to see if you'd be receptive to an animal name.
An animal name?
Well, you know, like the beetles, the monkeys, the anteaters.
The Anteaters? I've never heard of a band called the Anteaters before.
Well, there you have it. That one's available then. It's got a nice ring to it. The Anteaters.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Hannah, you were great tonight. Everybody was. You guys gave a knockout performance.
She might not have the common sense to quit smoking, but she's got a good point there.
Can we help you, ma'am?
Gordon, this is Aunt Samantha. Aunt Samantha, this is Gordon, our manager, supposedly.
Pleased to meet you, Samantha.
Pleasure's mine. Please call me Sam. Both my friends do.
Anyway, as I was
Jake Clancy loved us, but he wants us to change the name of our band to the Anteaters.
Well, he thinks animal names are the way to go. He does have a track record, you know.
Well, it sure beats the poisoned our tree frogs, don't it? Or how about the slimy crustaceans? Of course, being an ant, I'm not that fond of anteaters, if you know what I mean.
Still, our name is perfect. We're two sets of twins, so doubles fits us just right.
Right, and it's easy to remember. And easy to associate with us. I mean, anybody can be the Anteater, so probably want us to start wearing big noses or something.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Well, we'll just see about the band name.
Guys, what do you say we all go for an ice cream or soda? My treat.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Oh, hold on a minute. Before you all blast out of here like someone just shot off a starting pistol, you need to sign these agreements for Jake Clancy. He won't even think of signing you up until you sign these.
Oh, maybe we better read them first, Gordon.
Oh, don't worry about reading them. I'll read them for you later. Just sign them and I'll make a copy.
Now I'm definitely gonna read them.
What kind of agreement is this?
It's a drug agreement letter. Mr. Clancy would like you to be aware of what drugs are and how they can affect your mind and your body.
You mean as soon as we sign these papers, he's gonna have someone watch us to make sure we stay away from drugs?
Not at all. He's not your babysitter. It's just that he's seen what drugs can do to people who don't know any better. He wants to make sure you all know better. He's not forcing you to do anything. He just wants to make sure you understand what drugs can do.
Gordon's right, you guys. This form doesn't say what we can and can't do. It just says we have to learn the consequences of using drugs.
Mr. Clancy figures if you understand drugs, then you can make the correct decision yourself.
I wish Mr. Clancy had been around when I started smoking. The nicotine in these cigarettes is so addictive, I can't seem to quit.
But take the forms with you when you go to get your ice cream, your soda, your spinach, whatever. You can look them over on the bus and you can decide if you're going to sign them. It's up to you.
Let's go, Sam.
In a second, I have to take my pill first. Is there a glass of water around here?
Take a pill? What for?
My high blood pressure. My doctor wants me to take a pill to help control my blood pressure. There are a lot of different kinds of drugs, and they can be taken in a lot of different ways.
So you don't have to take a pill, Sam?
Well, I have to take a pill because that's what my doctor prescribed for me, but remember when Otto had a cold a couple of weeks ago? He drank medicine from a spoon. And that same medicine is available in a capsule or a pill. Just like there are many different kinds of medicines and drugs, they can be taken many different ways. Now, excuse me while I take mine.
Oh, there's some water on the bus if you want to take your pill there.
Great idea.
Look, Izzy. Drugs are chemicals that affect the way you think and feel. They cause changes in your brain and your body, just like you told me yesterday.
And this could really help with our assignments.
This form talks about alcohol like it's all the same. But beer isn't so bad, is it, Sam?
You might be surprised, Otto. There are lots of different kinds of alcohol, but they all have the same effect on your brain.
This all makes sense to me except for one thing. Under this category called Inhalants, they have stuff like whipped cream dispensers, paint, and glue. What's that all about?
Well, I can help you on that one, kid. Inhalants aren't medicines at all. They're basic household products, but they can be very dangerous. People inhale the fumes. Well, it might feel good for a few seconds, but it'll hurt you in the long term. Like you'll forget the words to a song you're singing. It changes the brain. It can even kill you.
If we agree to this pledge, let's make one more. We stick together, the four of us, as the doubles. The doubles make it together or fail trying.
Doubles!
Okay, and one more thing. This will be our secret passcode. It means cool in sign language, but it can still be our secret code.
I like that. I mean... I can't believe our audition was almost canceled.
I can't believe how well our audition went. Your sister's so funny. She's the shyest person I've ever met, and then you put her up on stage and voila. She's suddenly the queen of entertainment.
I know, you practically have to raise her hand for her in class to get her to say a word, but just put her up on stage.
So what do you think happens next, Anna?
I think reality happens, and Mr. Stevens asks us to turn in the first section of our report.
Gee, thanks.
You know, Izzy, this report's actually kind of fun. For homework, anyway.
Yeah, we make good partners. Okay, so back when we first started, we knew that drugs were chemicals that affect the way you think and feel.
And they cause changes in the brain and the body.
Right. Now for the stuff that we've learned. There are many different kinds of drugs, and they can be taken in many different ways, like powders, aerosols like spray paint, tobacco products. Remember Sam telling us about our pill for high blood pressure? Also capsules and liquids, even needles. Not for me, thank you.
Which leads us to something else. People take drugs for many different reasons. You know, I never really thought about it, but drugs can be legal or illegal.
The thing I found most surprising is that even though some drugs are legal, they can still be abused. Like your dad was saying, drugs that a doctor prescribes can be helpful, but only if you take them like you're supposed to.
I think the thing I found most surprising is the fact that although there's lots of different kinds of alcoholic beverages, they all have the same effect on your brain.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Oh, right. The nicotine in cigarettes and other tobacco products is addictive. I think I already knew that cigarettes were addictive, but I didn't know it was because of the nicotine.
Yeah, I used to think chewing tobacco and chewing gum were like the same thing, but it turns out chewing tobacco is a lot worse. One more thing is that I'm looking for my notes. I know we learned about inhalants, but I just can't remember what they are.
Oh yeah, I've got that right here. They don't look like drugs, and they're easy to get a hold of and highly dangerous. Stuff like...
Oh, found it. You're right. They're easy to get because it's stuff you'd find around the house, like hairspray and glue. My notes say that they can permanently change your brain or even kill you.
Wow, this is getting pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The next section is all about the brain.
Good thing Duger isn't my partner for that one.
Now you can tell this band can't drive yet. They don't know about rear view mirrors. Nice secret code. But I will let you in on one secret. The audition went fantastic. Even better than the twins could have dreamed. I think since someone tried to ruin the audition, it challenged the band to work even harder. Jake Clancy, the talent scout, loved their performance. You might even say he was singing their praises. Or you might not. Oh, and one more secret. But just between you and me, we're going to keep that name, the Doubles. I like it much better than I thought I would. Probably twice as much, in fact. Well, see you next time.